Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. Arsenal vs Manchester United, the first game of the Premier League. The boys are back and I genuinely can't wait. I am so excited. It's been so long since we've seen the Premier League. It's been so long since Arsenal have competed for the Premier League. I mean, it's only been 3 months, but those 3 months are the worst 3 months in the year. I do not care. I don't care if it's the summer. If there's no Premier League, it's not enjoyable. And Arsenal are back, and what better game to start the Premier League than a blockbuster Manchester United versus Arsenal. This is the type of game you see halfway through the season that gets hyped up because, you know, certain teams are on certain points and they need certain... This is the first game. This is mental. Old Trafford, the new signings are in. Even Manchester United look really exciting. The players that they have, Cunha and Mbeumo, Sesko potentially making his debut. We could potentially see a Sesko versus Gyökeres situation. It's a very interesting day. I can't wait for the game to start. This is what we're waiting for. Yeah, I can't wait to make content on it. It's gonna be fun, bro. I'm telling you right now. So make sure you subscribe because we're gonna be making content on it all the time. But let's get into the game preview. In this video, we are going to be doing an Arsenal-Manchester United combined 11, the predicted lineups for the game, and my match predictions. So it should be a quite interesting video. It's not just going to be a freestyle. We've got a little bit of structure. Now, let's start with a good old combined 11. Arsenal-Manchester United current team. And starting in goal, we got David Raya versus Onana. I think that was pretty simple. David Raya takes it 1-0 Arsenal. Right back, I think Jurriën Timber takes whoever you want to put up. Mazraoui or Dalot, it does not matter. The back two, Gabriel Saliba sweeps everyone. They have Yoro's a good talent, Maguire's a good player. If it's up against another team, I'll probably back them. But Gabriel Saliba, you don't get better than that. And unfortunately, we take the whole back line because Miles Lewis-Skelly gets in over Dogu or Luke Shaw all day long, even Calafiori. So I think there's no surprise there. Arsenal take the whole back line. We do probably have the best defense in the world, so it's not crazy to say. Now moving on to the midfield, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. We got Ugarte or Casemiro versus Martin Zubimendi. Now you can say Casemiro's, you know, what he's done in his career is very good. Ugarte, he does not look like a very good player, if I'm being completely honest with you. Martin Zubimendi takes it for me. If we're talking about what I've seen in pre-season, what I've seen, not just for Arsenal, but for the Spanish team, for Sociedad, this guy's an unbelievable footballer. And I'm sorry, Casemiro, he's past his prime. It has to be Martin Zubimendi. That's 6-0 Arsenal. I promise you, I'm not even trying to be biased at this point. The midfield, this way gets a little bit more interesting. Kobbie Mainoo versus Declan Rice. And if I'm being honest with you, it is Declan Rice. He's one of the best midfielders in the world. But Kobbie Mainoo is a very good player as well. In the right 10, now this one is very, very interesting. Bruno Fernandes or Martin Odegaard. Now this is it's been a debate for a while. I think last season, because of how poor Martin Odegaard was and how good Bruno was, it has to be Bruno Fernandes. So we've got a Manchester United player in. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. But honestly, I'd still back Odegaard for a remontada this season. Don't be surprised if I do a combined 11 later on in the season and I put Odegaard over Bruno Fernandes because I think he's going to be unbelievable. Now, moving on to the attack. We're moving very fast. Manchester United only have 1 player so far. Could they get more? Maybe. Right wing, Mbeumo or Amad Diallo versus Saka. I don't think anyone can beat Saka unless your name is Lamine Yamal, Mohamed Salah. No one's getting over Saka. But Mbeumo, I think he's going to be a very good player for Manchester United. Even Amad Diallo, I really like him. But no one gets in over Saka. Left wing, now, Cunha against Martinelli or Trossard. I'm taking Cunha all day long. If I could sign a Manchester United player from their current team right now, one of them would be Cunha, if I'm being honest with you. Cunha, probably Bruno Fernandes. Who else? No one else really. But Cunha and Bruno Fernandes, they're the best players. Cunha gets in over Martinelli and Trossard all day long. I think he's going to be unbelievable. He scares me, if I'm being honest with you guys. I think he just gets you goals out of nowhere. He's just a problem causer. He's a techie man. And that's the biggest worry for me in the Manchester United-Arsenal game, if I'm being honest with you. Cunha is going to cause us so many problems. Now, moving on to the striker, the big debate. Which striker should have joined Arsenal? Victor Gyökeres or Benjamin Sesko? The strikers we've been linked to do summer. And if I'm being honest with you, it's a no-brainer. Victor Gyökeres, 100 goals in the last 2 seasons. Sesko got 13 goals last season. In terms of profile of play, in terms of what they can become, obviously Sesko can become a really good striker. But if we're talking about the now, if we're talking about this game right now, I'm expecting Victor Gyökeres. And I'm expecting him to score a few goals, if I'm being honest with you. But I wouldn't be surprised if Benjamin Sesko scored today and everyone on social media starts crying about how we should have signed Benjamin Sesko over Victor Gyökeres. Don't be surprised if that happens as well. This is a little prediction. Now, moving on to the predicted lineup. So, we're going to do Arsenal only. In goal, obviously, David Raya. Right back, I would. You see, this is a bit interesting. Jurrien Timber or Ben White. Now, Ben White is really good going forward, but I have to go Jurrien Timber. That threat they have with Cunha in that left 10, we cannot leave him with Ben White. I think he gets exposed by Ben White. Jurrien Timber gives us way more solidarity. Jurrien Timber all day long, if I'm being honest with you. Obviously, Gabriel Saliba at the back line. Mascaro could potentially come on. Kivio could potentially come on. But obviously, it's going to have to be Gabriel Saliba. Left back. Now, this one's quite interesting. Miles Lewis-Skelly had a bit of a shaky preseason, right? And obviously, Calafiori, very, very good going forward. Who would I go for in left back? That's a very interesting question. If I want goals, I'm going Calafiori. But if I want, control over a game, I'm going Miles. But call me controversial. I'm starting Calafiori at least in the first half. Cause chaos. Let's see if we can get an early lead. Honestly, call me crazy. I'm going Calafiori starting in the first half. Obviously, I'd bring on Miles Lewis-Skelly, but I just think we need that extra dynamism in attack. I think Manchester United will sit back a lot, and Calafiori will do very good in unlocking that defence. Now, moving on to the midfield. I think Martin Zubimendi has to start. There were some rumours circulating that he might be injured, that he's been left out of the squad. No, that's not true. Martin Zubimendi all day long. I cannot wait to see him play. This is a true test though. Pre-season he was unbelievable. Let's see if he can do it in the Prem. Now, ahead of Martin Zubimendi, I'm going to obviously put Declan Rice in. If Declan Rice is fit, you play Declan Rice. Unbelievable player. I think he's going to be so crucial for us today. I think he gets you goals, he gets you assists, that threat and set pieces. He's really elevated his game, and I can't wait to watch him play alongside Martin Zubimendi. It's going to be really fun to watch. And of course, to be fair, the right hand, you could have a little bit of debate here, but of course we're going to be starting Odegaard, but I do expect Ethan Nwaneri to get some minutes to make impact in the game. Obviously, it's too early for Max Dowman, but I think Nwaneri, he's potentially ready. I think he can cause a lot of problems to that Manchester United defence. Obviously, his shooting ability, his ability in tight spaces, the link up he has with Saka, he could potentially come on, but I am going with Martin Odegaard in the midfield. And then in the attack, I think it's pretty straightforward. I think we've got Bukayo Saka on the right wing, of course. Up front, this is not as straightforward actually. I just thought about it. Kai Havertz or Victor Gyökeres, what does Mikel Arteta do? Does he go for the player that knows the system in and out, doesn't want to maybe put pressure on Victor Gyökeres straight away in such a big game at Old Trafford? He could get to him. Could Arteta protect him in that sense? Honestly, I'm going to go with Victor Gyökeres starting, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kai Havertz starts, because I can just see Mikel Arteta doing that. But in pre-season, it did look like Mikel Arteta was starting Gyökeres every single game, and I do think if he does have a bit of a stinker, can always bring on Kai Havertz. There's no problem there. Now, the left wing, this one's very interesting. Obviously, we've got Gabriel Martinelli, Trossard just coming back from injury, and Noni Madueke. Now, do we start Noni Madueke or Gabriel Martinelli? Call me crazy. I want to see Noni Madueke, but I think Arteta's going to bring on Gabriel Martinelli just to protect Noni Madueke. Obviously, he's been under scrutiny, when he signed for Arsenal. If he drops a stink against Manchester United, that is a lot of blame that could go to him. So I think he starts Gabriel Martinelli, brings on Noni in the second half. And yeah, that's my combined 11 for Arsenal. That's my predicted lineup for Arsenal in the game against Manchester United. Let me know if you agree down below in the comments. And now for the match prediction. Who is going to win? What is going to be the big score of the big game? Arsenal's first game week. We need to come off with the win, especially if we want to be, title aspiring challengers. If we want to win the Premier League, we need to start strong. We cannot slip up at any moments in the Premier League this season because of how strong Liverpool started, how strong Manchester City started. Chelsea played today as well. If they start really well, those are all our competitors starting off really well, and we cannot allow that to happen. We need to win this game, but I don't think it's going to be easy because Old Trafford is not easy. First game week, the atmosphere is going to be crazy. Manchester United have a whole new attack. You could say a fresh team. They're going to be up for it. I do think we concede goals, but I do think we score a lot of goals. I'm going to go with 3-2 Arsenal. Victor Gyökeres scores a goal. Bukayo Saka gets on the score sheet. And I say one of the defenders, maybe Saliba or Gabriel gets on the score sheet as well. And I think Arsenal win 3-2. I think Cunha gets a goal, and I think maybe even Benjamin Sesko if he does play. I doubt he's going to play, but if he does play, I wouldn't put it past happening it to Arsenal with Benjamin Sesko, the target we've been going for 2 straight seasons, scores on his debut against Arsenal. I wouldn't be surprised. But if we're not talking about, if Benjamin Sesko doesn't play, I'm going to go with Bruno Fernandes scoring. So Let me know if you agree down below in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe. Let's try and go for 100 likes in this video. It's a very short notice video. It's on the day of the match day. So yeah, let me know if you want to see more of these videos down below in the comments. If you want to see match previews before the games, and obviously I'm going to make a video after the game as well, so make sure you hit notification bell for that. It's going to be very interesting. And you know, I want to ask a question. Do you guys want to see live watch alongs in the future? Even today, maybe, if I get enough comments saying we need a live watch along, I would go live for the Manchester United game on the YouTube channel right here, right now. So yeah, see you in the next one.